And a pleasant good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're in. I'm Tom Gagliardi, your host of the Saturday Night Progressive Rock Outpost, the Gagliarchives, and our January video message coming to you right here from Asylum Studios, which is our co-producer studio, Jack Webster, which is right around the corner from our WBZC Z889 studios. And this message tonight is to clarify some things for our listeners that have been asking questions both on our email accounts and Instant Messenger here on Facebook. Many of you have asked what happened to our Ustream channel. We discontinued our broadcast of the live program in mid-December, and there were extenuating circumstances beyond our control. Not a bad thing, but there's just some temporary things going on at the radio station right now that we kind of have to take heed with. So we've decided to put the Ustream live broadcasts on hold, and we're anticipating bringing them back in the spring. But I would like to emphasize that the Gagliarchives radio show is exactly what I just said. It's a radio show. And we still encourage you to listen to our audio broadcasts on Z889 on Saturday nights from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. and also on the Nets Progressive Rock Garden, our good friends at RLMoon.com, where we've been there for almost 13 years now. The Gagliarchives are looking to return Ustream in the spring. And in the meantime, we just ask you to just be patient, and we will still be taking advantage of our Ustream channel by doing little 5-minute videos to talk about this time in history, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, and do it better, quality, video-wise, audio-wise. And I have to give big thanks to Kevin Feely, who's our technical advisor. He does a lot in making those things possible. And also another point to make is that our Ustream channel has been in beta phase. We've only been testing it for the last year, and we've seen that about 17% of our listenership listens and watches the Gagliarchives, where it's an asset for having bands in the studio. And while many of you complain that the quality of the video is not that great and that you can't see the artist because the camera only has so much range on our MacBook, we're looking to improve that. So in the meantime, it is what it is. We're just going to put it on hold for now. We will return it in the next couple months. But still check out the channel. We'll still have little segment videos about history, as we said, about the world of progressive rock, both present and the past. Our next question to answer, as many of you have asked, why don't we play certain releases? Why are we not playing certain bands and artists that you may be a fan of, that are popular, or whatever the case may be? Why aren't the Gagliarchives airing them? And it's a simple response that, a lot of you have asked, and we can't play what we don't have. And there are some record labels that unfortunately do not want to send music to radio stations. It's a different industry now. The CD is dead in some ways. We still love compact discs because they don't make records anymore, really, and if they do, they're very expensive and they're only a limited amount of pressings. But as a radio disc jockey and a presenter, you want to be able to have that compact disc where you can read about the production of the album, you can read about the credits. I mean, these are things that, as a disc jockey, you want to be able to share with the audience that may not have the album yet. Unfortunately, the industry has downsized a lot, and some record labels do send us the albums as zip files, and unfortunately they're poor quality MP3s. And what a lot of our record labels don't understand is that while the internet is about 55% of our audience, we are an FM radio program, so we emphasize the FM broadcast. So we need the best sound file possible to make it sound as quality as it can be. And unfortunately, when you're playing low-end MP3s on a radio broadcast, the FM transmitter fights already the compression that's involved with the track you're playing to begin with, so it tends to sound terrible. And many of you have complained to us saying certain new releases sounded terrible. We've really been on a quest to try to get labels to send us either the actual CD or to send us the heaviest files possible, the FLAC files, lossless, or to send us the WAV files, or at the very least send us the best quality MP3 that they can send. Unfortunately, we do get a lot of releases, but the sound quality is terrible, and we can't take that chance to broadcast something that is just not good quality. So to answer the question, we'll try to do our best, but we also appreciate a lot of our listeners who've been very vocal to record labels saying you should be sending music to Tom Gagliardi and the Gagliarchives for airplay. Unfortunately, like I said, some labels just don't see it in their best interest, or in some instances, we even get the cold shoulder. So we'll do our best to try to get new progressive rock out, because it isn't a genre of music that stopped making music in 1977. It's an industry that it's a niche of music that is still continuing to blossom, and progressive rock has grown and grown in the last few years, and we've been kind of there holding your hand through it. But again, if you see record labels that you feel are releasing albums that should be getting airplay on the Gagliarchives, don't hesitate to contact them, or don't hesitate to contact us to tell us how to contact them if you feel that we should be airing their material. Some record labels still send us CDs. Big thanks to guys like Inside Out Music, Jeff Wagner and those guys, making sure we got the actual CDs. Ken Golden of Blazer's Edge, who is one of my most valued colleagues, he releases a limited amount of albums a year, but they're high quality, and it's nice to be able to look at a CD and to go through the pages and learn who did what, or where the album was recorded, what's the story behind the releases. So big thanks to him, Steve Feigenbaum, and the rest of the crew there, Javier, the rest of the guys. They make sure that we get the zip files of the albums, but in high quality. You have the choice of FLAC or MP3. So we thank labels like that. It's unfortunate that the industry has changed, where you're not getting CDs anymore. It's a big zip file. But we will continue to do our best for you every Saturday night to make sure that you guys get the best quality of what's new in progressive rock, while also taking an affectionate look back. So be sure to tune in every Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And also at Arl Moon on Tuesdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our European audience. And we're also simulcast live on Saturday nights from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. at both z889.org and also arlmoon.com at the same time. But you can also listen locally in the Philadelphia, Jersey Shore, South Jersey, Northern Delaware areas at 88.9 FM, 95.1 FM, and 100.7 FM. Coming to you from Asylum Studios in Pemberton, New Jersey, while Jack Webster sleeps. I'm Tom Gagliardi, and ride easy into that Spectrum morning. Until next time, we'll talk to you very soon, and Happy New Year. Take care.